The advice I'd give to anyone who's in the same situation as I was is to come to Brynawel House and just trust in this process. That's what I did. I trusted in Brynawel House. Life before I came to Brynawel House was pretty grim, to say the least. You know, I was at the end of my tether. You know, my alcohol had gone. It had taken new avenues, you know. My health was suffering. My family relationships had just disappeared, you know. I had sold everything I owned, or pawned, which I knew I was never going to get back, you know, which was like, every time I took something in, a little piece of me died as well, you know. And not only that, I was starting to sell my friends' belongings as well, to the point where anything of any value in the house was locked away. I was in a pretty desperate state before I came in. Thinking about it now, it's quite heartbreaking, you know. It's like the trust had gone totally, especially since when I started pawning things from the house, you know. And one of my best friends, you know, we'd been friends for, well, over 30 years, you know. He'd like said, that's it, you know, Stephen, you carry on your own, you know, I just don't want to know. And that friendship ended pretty badly, you know. I mean, he had tried for many years to help and support me, but there's only so much somebody can do, you know. And it wasn't enough. I still carried on drinking, you know. My friend suggested new pathways many years ago. So I thought, right, well, I'll give them a try. I'll get in touch. And I did. I phoned, I made the appointment. And there was, I think, 4 or 5 months waiting list. And I eventually got the interview with them. And from that first interview, and it was with Sandra, one of the therapists, which stuck with me all through rehab and before. And it was then, I think, well, I know, that's when my life started to change. That's when I started to change. My thinking changed. And it made it easier. I was having glimpses of life without alcohol. Somebody asked me once what would have happened if Brynawel had came first before Sandra. Well, I don't know. All I know is that they both came together at a time when I needed it most, you know. And I wanted it. I wanted to change.